Hey guys, welcome back. BDCKR here. We're back with a weekly recap for the week of the 22nd of February.
The too many twos.
There's a lot of twos. It's 2/2/2/2018. But anyways, getting into the actual content, the current challenge is Gaslight Batman, and that's for the next 2 weeks. And the required characters are Batgirl, Joker, and Raven. And unfortunately, both Batgirl and Raven are golds as challenge characters, and Joker's a silver, so this is going to be a little bit harder to be able to complete, even if you're just looking at the lowest or the easiest method of obtaining any one of them.
Maybe Batgirl's a little bit harder because she's only available as a gamble in the challenge pack currently, although recently she was in the Femme Fatale pack. But Raven is back. There is a Raven back currently in the sorcery pack. So it's not great. I mean, you could gamble with getting her in the most wanted, but that's also 600,000, and you could try the challenge because I think there's 3 or 4 different versions of Raven in it.
Yeah,
I guess if you're going to be gambling for Batgirl, do that first before you decide to pick up the sorcery pack,
because you might end up picking up Raven.
Now, just a little bit of editorial. I think we're getting, if you guys can bear with us, I don't mind us doing this. If we're going to speculate as to where or when we are in the life cycle for Injustice, because people always ask his life, or not so much ask but comment. Let's say Injustice is dead, blah blah blah, and then they change as soon as the next update lands. We're getting a bunch of mixed signals from NetherRealm and Warner Brothers. I mean, here's the thing. It feels like we're getting the last little bit of new content that they've created, and it's trickling out a little bit at a time because we're only getting 1 new character per update.
Yeah.
And we were so used to 3 or 4. That's a bad sign. But, you know, they put out Gaslight Batman almost immediately, really early in, you know, the new update.
Yeah,
that's a good sign,
because it means either they decided that however long it had been since the last new piece of content was as long as they're willing to leave it, or that if they're using it right away, they're planning on hopefully doing something else new soonish. So,
and then you've got the Tantu Totem, you know, new gear that's delayed past its own update after multiple multiplayer online seasons. Also a bad sign.
But it's happened before.
It's happened before, and I guess it hasn't happened that a gear that was actually announced has not been released, except for the most recent Tantu Totem. So Crown of Krypton, for example, that was never announced properly. That was just something in the coding.
Yeah.
So we can remain hopeful, but I think it's so hard to say because there's no real point of comparison where another game has lasted as long as Injustice, at least in my personal experience.
For this kind of game, I think, for sure. There's stuff like Clash of Clans and stuff that has lasted for a while, but yeah, you're absolutely right. I guess part of it is I don't play those games. We mentioned Sorcery Pack is back. The Injustice 2 Premium Pack is gone, and that's actually a little bit too bad because we do have some footage of opening more than 300 packs. So maybe it's not worth making a video of it now, but it's been in the store a couple times. I guess the bottom line is, if we don't make the video, is it's if it comes back, it's probably not worth buying just because of how much it'll cost to get enough copies of either Aquaman or Superman to make them useful. Yeah. The online multiplayer award is currently for Ares, and if I remember, he's like the original multiplayer exclusive.
Oh yeah.
So he's had more than a few seasons, and if the Tantu Totem shows up, he's going to be really great again. He's going to be totally top tier again.
Yeah, especially since there's so many people who can get him to Elite 10.
Yeah.
If they haven't already.
Survivor still messed up in Android. It still shows the LexCorp gear on the main page, and it's still giving out Suicide Squad gears. Moving on to current glitches, just remember that every working glitch is explained in a video that you can reach by clicking the eye in the top right corner of this video. And we're Android only, so we're only confirming for Android. The glitch for power credits is still working.
So just remember too, it's a little bit different now. When it takes you to the fight selection screen, just repeat the steps again. So the steps of, you know, you press on the bottom right corner to add credits, you go to booster pack instead, you pick a too expensive booster, it tells you can't buy it, takes you back to the credits. Like, just repeat that one more time when you're on the fight selection page, and it works just as before, except it doesn't do the infinite cycle where when it takes you to the top of the ladder of a series of fights, it stops instead of taking you back to the first fight again.
Yeah, so a little different, but not busted. It's still working when it's used in Breakthrough, but unfortunately it's no longer working in Survivor.
Yeah, so currently no last laugh ticket glitch in version 2.19, which is one potential reason to not update if you're waiting for something if you haven't updated already.
Yeah, so you can, I guess, do that up until the end of the Gaslight Batman challenge. So you've got just under 2 weeks, I guess, if you want to keep taking advantage of that. The breakthrough glitch to let you play it repeatedly is still working, and we've cut and pasted into the description a comment from a viewer who has a potential solution for people who are having problems. We can't test it because we're not experiencing it, but that's there for you if you want to try it out.
Right. The challenge reset glitch is working for Android still. It's been tested and confirmed on Gaslight Batman. And for those who haven't been following along, we also have an alternate method that works without needing the Google Cloud save. So you don't need it. You don't need it to appear. It just works independent of that. And it takes maybe a couple moments longer, but it's pretty reliable.
Yep. The airplane mode / refund glitch is still working, and that's good for both packs with random drops and for last laugh tickets. Time shifting still works in Android for unlimited survivor play and energy recharges. As always, return your countdown clock back to normal before you finish.
The free energy without having to watch the video probably still works if you still have the working button for free energy, and we have to say it like that because we're still stuck, still working on a solution for the grayed out button, and let us know if you have any leads.
Yeah, we've also got a comment from viewer Dragons952 for iOS users if they have the same issue that we do, if their button is grayed out.
Yeah, unfortunately that solution did not work on Android.
Yeah. And obviously we can't comment on whether or not it works. We don't know. We just know it works for Dragons952. The promotion glitch, where you can promote characters that are still locked, hasn't had the right conditions since 2.14. We're keeping it in there until we can prove that it's not working.
Right. Bottom line, I think, for this week is that if you need to use the last laugh ticket glitch, you've still got almost 2 weeks to exploit it before you lose out on the chance to unlock Gaslight Batman.
Yeah, so especially if you purposefully spent your money down using the glitch for the purpose of last laugh tickets, I would still not update yet.
Yeah, because you really only need to unlock Gaslight Batman once, and it takes maybe 50 minutes to get through the challenge.
And to close things out, we have a Patreon, and if you want to support what we do with more than just reviews, you can click on our avatar at the bottom right corner at the end of the video, or go to patreon.com/bdckr. Huge thanks to Alberto Jr. Camarillo, who is supporting us at the top tier, The Last Word, and Lane, who is supporting us on the credited level. Thank you so much, guys.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's it this time. We'll see you next time.
Komoda.